I was a pretty good athlete, like, good enough to go, play, basketball in the States for, a major college. And I remember, like, when I was there, one of the things that a lot of the people would say to me, white and black, they would say, "Oh, you talk like a white person." It's weird. I didn't really think about it, but it's just the way, it's the way I talk, coming from where I come from. So I used to say that, and I don't know what they really meant by it. And I guess that I didn't have any, like, any to my accent, like anything that would sound black to them. So I would wonder what I was supposed to do. I remember, like, hanging with the black kids on the team. It's a basketball team, so it was, many black kids, but I was hanging with them, and I was like, there's better so many jokes, all these jokes about, I talk and everything, but it's just nothing I've not really considered, as a growing up, race. I mean, I was aware of it, people make these little jokes or whatever, but I didn't really think of it like it was me. I thought it was just people just like they were like really just not creative, if they want to say something about me and it was about my race, they just didn't really know, or just what creative or anything like that. So just like had these just like these and they really, it's never really talked to me. It's more like a broad thing. You're like, this is what you do when you see somebody of this colour who you don't like, or if you see you want to find a way to like press buttons or something like that. So I never really just really embraced it as like a thing that caused me great offence or anything like that. So I never really found the need to, like, I don't know, fight against anything like that. Because I thought of myself like this, like, just more than that, and I was never going to acquiesce to like what people thought of me, because it's like it becomes like a sense of pride. I would notice, like, a lot of my American friends, they would say, "See, like, I told you, like, racism exists and all that. You know what? That's how they think of you." And like, I was supposed to live my life like in a reaction to that, and I was like, "No, I'm not going to do that. I never have." Or I all of a sudden like say, "Okay, fine, all right, I'm going to be this counter to you." So if I never knew that you existed, I never knew about your feelings towards me, then who would I become? I'd rather become that person than like everything I do is like a reaction to how you feel about me. So because I don't care what you think, I am more than this. Everything, the accent, the skin colour, the hair, the way I dress. Excuse me. I'm just more than that, So I never felt the need to like say, I'm going to, because that's why I used to get big arguments, after the games with me and the boss, going to the games, coming away from it in the bus, these great conversations about the bus. And I always talk about, they say like, talk about unity and blackness and all that, and I'll say, it seems like, that all this unity and blackness stuff is just sort of like a reaction, like a common enemy, and because that common enemy, now you have an identity. I'm like, well, what is your identity without that enemy? Because you're sort of like picking out people from a group of people that you're these racist people, and they come from all walks of life. They're all racist. Every race has people that bigots and everything. So you're picking out these people, like, these are your enemies. And so since your enemies look the same, you have white people who are racist. So then the other white people who may not even consider that, not saying everyone's got a bit of prejudice in them in the first place, but they may not even consider that they're not that hardcore with it, and so now you're painting with a broad brush. So you see that it's kind of like an ironic thing, and I could never quite stress that. I didn't really know what irony was back then, but I couldn't quite stress that. Like, it's, look at this, you are acting like you're painting with a broad brush as well as you're mad at them for like painting you with a broad brush. So I just really understand that. Like, I'm not going to be, I don't care how much, this is the hardest part of this whole game, is I don't care how, like, if 99 out of 100 people were racist against me, it's not let them define who I am. I'm not going to let people who then want to fight against it also define me. Like, okay, now you have to be, everything that you are is in a reaction to that. No, I'm not going to do it. No, I'm not going to do it. It's not the way I live my life, and I refuse to. So, no, some people hate it, whatever. But this is what I like to do. I feel comfortable this way.